It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight.
Good morning, sweet peas. Today, we're starting a new series that I've been kind of workshopping in my head. And I think I have a name for it, but if you think there's a better name, like if you were a stranger who had never clicked on my video and you were like, if this was the title of the video and I didn't know Morgan, maybe I'd click on it, let me know. But it's a new series I'm starting called Local Tourist Diaries. And the idea is I'm gonna try to go to cities that aren't necessarily my city, but I'll probably do one in Salem as well. But cities near-ish me, and walk around and have, possibly a friend who lives nearby show me around, usually probably they're downtown, and go to thrift stores and bookshops and quilt shops and kind of just explore the town a little bit, even if it's just for a few hours, just because, you're not promised tomorrow, life is so short, and it's something that I've always really liked doing. I love just walking around in a new place. I obviously really love window shopping and actual shopping. And obviously most of the businesses that are in tiny little downtowns are small businesses. So also I get to feel good about shouting out a bunch of small businesses. I also will have a co-star today, which is my friend Jacob, who you guys have seen probably last year. We've been friends for a few years. He is also fat, and I'm really excited because he lives nearer Corvallis than I do. And so we're gonna go to Corvallis today. I'm most excited for coffee. We're going to Greenhouse, and I've been there before. So good. It's actually where I went to the Twilight coffee weekend. I don't even know, before Christmas. And then I'm also really excited for lunch. We're going to the Old Spaghetti Factory, which I've seen signs for since we moved to Oregon. And Felix is always like, it's fine. It's okay. So I might go, and it might just be kind of an Olive Garden, it's okay experience. But in my mind, I'm hoping it's similar to Cheesecake Factory, where the menu is basically a book and the food's actually pretty good. And, excited to enjoy that and enjoy the conversation with my friends. So yeah, super excited. Let's get on the road. I'm already running 20 minutes late, but hello everyone. This video is obviously a lot of B-roll, but I just wanted to chat really quick. How are you feeling? How's your body? Take a deep breath. Make sure that there's no muscle tension in your jaw and in your shoulders, okay? I'm here to just give you a few moments to just breathe, okay? Enjoy the vibes. Think about maybe some places you could be a local tourist near your town or in your town, and just take a deep breath, okay? There's a lot of B-roll in this, mostly just vibes. I really hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that you are taking care of yourself. All right, keep watching.
Hello, we went to the market. We still have many more places to go today.
True.
But I got some jalapeno jelly, which I've been wanting for a long time. Felix actually bought the stuff to make jalapeno jelly twice now, and the jalapenos went bad in our fridge. So I have at least some, and I'm very excited about that. And then I got 2 pastries from Felix's favorite vegan pastry girlies who were here when they're normally at the Saturday market in Salem, because the Saturday market's not open yet. But very excited about that. Now we're headed back to downtown. I want to go to that quilt shop.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I don't know where else we'll go before lunch. But we had
We have a couple spots.
Yeah, we had weird donut lunch or breakfast. So I do think we're not going to eat like right at noon. So we've got time. The world is our oyster.
I was literally about to say the world is our oyster.
Corvallis is our oyster, and that's what I've always said.
20 minutes later.
Okay, here's what's happened so far. So I was like, let's go to the... Well, luckily, Jacob was like, let's pull up the quilt shop first, because I don't know if it's downtown. And I was like, that'd be crazy if it wasn't downtown. But you're right, that is smart. So first, this should have been our first clue. We like look it up on regular Apple Maps, and it's like permanently closed, and then there's one in Texas. And I was like, not a great sign. Jacob's like, I have the actual address. We put that in. Now we're at someone's house. This is just someone's house. It does have a sign on the side. We're also like, we're nowhere near downtown or any other houses. So we are either gonna get murdered in a moment, or maybe it'll be really cute.
Yeah, I think it'll be really cute.
Yeah.
It'll be cute.
We are banking on cute.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I know how to fight. So like, I think we'll be okay.
Okay, let's go. I like how you always buckle in before we go anywhere.
Hey,
in case,
habit.
Yeah, no, I think that's a
No,
good habit.
I don't want to look uncool.
Me, I live on the edge. I don't buckle my seatbelt till the car's moving.
Yeah, well.
Okay, so it was really cute. Good news, everyone should go there. I didn't film that much in there because we were the only patrons, and I didn't want to be weird. I didn't want to seem like a weirdo. But when I go somewhere like that, and I am the only patron, I feel like I have to buy something, which is fine. I'm happy to support a small business, and I will definitely be back. But I needed a little triangle ruler, so I don't have to keep stealing Shelly's. And then I got 2 things of fabric. Okay.
So cute.
This is so me.
Cute.
I'm like, it is me, like, but also it's like, I feel like it's giving like preschool.
I was going to say,
child.
I feel like every girl in 2004 had like a pair of
Yes.
like cargo shorts with this
Everyone
pattern on
who's
it.
gay now, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I got this like kind of like warbly checkerboardy thing. I have a vision that may not turn out for it. We'll see. Jacob was like, it's going to give me a headache, so I'm going to put it
like,
underneath.
It makes me dizzy if I look at it for too long.
Because you love it so much?
Yeah, I'm dizzy with joy.
So, okay, so now, and they had these little gift bags. So I got some free thread, and we got a perfect little snack of 1 candy each to make it. So we're headed back to downtown. Good, very smart on you to be like, we should look this place up first.
Yeah, yeah.
It is literally someone's house, though.
Yeah. It is a house.
It is a house, but their house is like the back half, and the front half is the store, and it was like really clean and stuff.
And for being like, we're not that far from the city, but like for being like out in the country and
Yeah.
like at a house, it feels very safe there.
They're
too,
also,
so.
yeah, I do wish they put a sign out by the road, because you do have to kind of drive down a country road, but there was a little quilted.
There's a like quilted like square.
There's like a little
wooden,
tiny, what do they call it? Like barn quilt outside, but it is tiny. It's really cute.
It's like a code. Like you have to know that you're
yes.
looking for it.
I'll see if I can film it on the way out. It is really cute. Okay, let me put this. We've been putting all of our goodies in the car seat so that they're safe. Okay, let's head to downtown. Yeah, we're gonna go to Guardian Games. Jacob's quilt shop. Some would say.
Some would say.
Because Jacob's into games. Drop your favorite games below. Oh, speaking of which, have you heard of Secret Hitler?
I have. Have you not played it?
No. I keep getting reels
yeah.
of people playing it, being like me thinking I'm friends with my friends, and it's like me like 30 minutes into playing Secret Hitler.
It's fun. You just lie to each other. That's the game.
That's what I like.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
favorite. The like fake it game is my favorite Jackbox game.
Oh yeah.
And everyone hates it.
Yeah.
Everyone at my house hates it. They
Yeah.
never want to play that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's head to downtown and talk more crap. Don't listen to our car. The noise is normal. I've been wanting to go to this store for so long. It's always closed because we only ever come to Corvallis at nighttime to see Jacob in shows. So I'm very excited for sibling revelry. And I feel like it's like this, you know what I mean? And so I'm excited to see what's inside. Which one are you?
Which one am I?
Yeah.
Which dog?
Which of these ones?
Oh, which moo or which dog?
Which dog?
Oh, okay, sorry, okay.
I forgot they're both dogs.
Gosh, that's tough. I've been feeling like this one lately.
Yeah. No, I see that. I think I'm this one who's singing.
I think so.
And the matching set.
Yeah.
I guess they're all in matching sets, except yours, who's naked.
Yeah. This is the baby.
That is literally the baby. We did this was a lot of B-roll. So maybe we'll talk at the restaurant depending on how busy it is. I'm very excited for Old Spaghetti Factory. This is us before we have Old Spaghetti Factory. Yeah. Sad. Not full of spaghetti.
Maybe like 10% hangry.
Oh my God.
For me. For you, I don't want to.
I don't know if I'm hangry yet. I am normal hungry, and that's where I'm at. Here's what's going to happen, though, because of that, is we're going to get in there, and they're going to be like, here's some bread. And then they're going to be like, sorry, we only have one person cooking everything, so it's going to take 2 hours. And then I'll be like this. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yes.
I'm very excited. We should do like a haul of all the stuff we bought on the way home.
Yeah.
As we're driving.
Morgan, I don't know how you feel. They do have a drink that if you buy it, you get to keep the cup.
Is it shaped like spaghetti?
No.
Don't ruin it.
No.
We'll find out.
It's a kind of a boring cup. It's just glass, but like, yeah, I know you're into souvenir cups.
I'm into cups. One of my special interests is actually owning cups.
Yeah.
I use a lot of cups though.
You do.
I drink sweet tea and liquid IV every day.
Yeah.
And then I also have my regular water bottle, which I forgot today, which is why I'm evil.
Right.
And then I usually also have coffee. That's 4 cups a day at least.
Yeah. A cuppa, and you're like, what? And you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And that's so true, and I've always said
let's
that.
Cut that.
Editor, cut that out. Embarrassing. Okay, let's go have spaghetti. I like this like southwestern sort of. It's not really giving Italian, I would say.
Sort of like a southwestern Tuscan.
Yeah, very Tuscan.
Oregonian.
Right.
Yeah.
They're so excited. Oh, the beaver's driving the train. Which one are you?
Oh my God, I'm this one trying to break away from the pack.
Yeah.
And get out of there.
She knows that beaver is dangerous.
They're in captivity, and she's trying to escape.
Yeah, I think.
These 3 are clearly hypnotized.
Yes, they are. I think it's interesting they all have the same face. I think I'm this one, who is the lost child.
Yeah.
Who's just trying to get on the train. Yeah, I think Felix is the beaver.
I'm this guy with the comically large megaphone.
Wait, it is really
it's
large.
half his body size.
Or is he very small?
Well.
Who's to say?
But if he's really small, how small are you?
That's very tiny.
Wah, wah, wah. Portland. It's on the river.
What?
So you get to sit next to the river and eat. It's really cool.
This is very fancy. All right, we're here. We're on our date. What are we getting today?
The river.
We're right here. It's very romantic. Wow, what a beautiful. I'm so glad you pointed it out.
If you angle a little more that way, you can. I can see the river.
Oh, interesting.
We're in here. I see the river. What did you ask me?
I said, what are we getting?
What are we
today?
getting? Oh my gosh.
Oh, what are we getting to drink?
Oh,
We haven't even
that's what I was just looking at. They've got some fun winter solstice.
I'm already getting
tropical green.
I'm definitely getting water.
Yeah.
And then I might get the raspberry fuse iced tea.
That sounds good. I know we are getting the toasted cheese ravioli to share.
Here it is. There's not a picture, so just imagine it. You'll see it
You'll see it.
momentarily. I'm gonna get this Tuscan chicken.
And then if you know, if you've been to the Old Spaghetti Factory, the brown butter Mazzetto cheese pasta.
I'm very excited to try it off
It's really
of your
good.
plate.
It's really good. So I'm gonna get that.
I love a paper menu because I can take it home and put it in a junk journal. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Screenshot for the menu, everyone. They should hire me. Oh, there's many of them. Do you live in one of these places? You have an old spaghetti factory. Oh, there's a lot. I'm very excited to try these. They're looking yummy. All right, it took so long to get our food. I can't wait to talk about it in the car. But how's your food?
I haven't tried the pasta yet, but it looks delicious.
Yeah,
I had a bite of a meatball.
And
it's really good.
Our appetizer was good. We didn't talk about that. And then I'm taking the minestrone home for Felix, because otherwise I won't have room for pasta, and I'm very excited about pasta. Wow. Okay, so first of all, it was delicious. It was so good.
We ate everything.
I only have... Oh man, where's my soup?
Where'd you put is it on the roof? Stand by.
No.
No?
It must be inside.
Let's go. We'll have to go back and get the soup.
Okay, hold on. Let me go get my soup. All right. Anyway, now we have soup.
We got the soup.
We have soup. I don't know if it's so it isn't vegetarian, because I was like, is it vegetarian minestrone? And Curly was like,
She really was like,
And I was like, I didn't think it was that crazy of a question, but like, I think she's just thinking through the ingredients. And she's like, there's a little bit of anchovy paste. And I was like, okay. So I don't think Felix is going to want it, but I could eat it tomorrow. It's not a big deal.
It's good soup.
Good soup. Oh my God, sorry. I'm exhausted from running back.
You had to run
soup.
for the soup.
Well, the little teenager who was like cleaning the what is it, like the busboy, was like just about to grab it. And I was like, my soup. And he was like, oh, here you go. Which is very cute of him. But anyway. Really good. It did take... What time did we get here?
Oh my God.
It's almost 3 o'clock right now. We got here like 1:30.
It took like 2 hours for the whole meal process.
Oh my God.
Which
as soon as our server came over, we ordered everything. We were like, oh, we know what we want. And we know our appetizer and our entree and our drinks. Also, getting a refill.
Mind you, if being at a restaurant for 2 hours, I feel as though you should maybe have more than one refill on your drink.
Right. This is a complaint I constantly have with Oregon. The service at every restaurant I've ever been to, with the exception of one time, surprisingly, of everything, a McMenamins. I went with Kyle one time to a McMenamins, and the service was really good. But otherwise,
and it's
see your server at the very beginning and at the very end.
It's not a politeness thing either. They're very kind.
They're nice when they're there, but they're never there.
Nowhere to be found.
I don't know what it is. But like getting a refill, and it's not even like I see my server like boop, 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 at other tables. Like I don't know where they're going. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah. But you do not see your servers very often around here. And like in Alabama, you're gonna see your server probably every like 15 minutes walk past you at least to see if it looks like you need anything.
That being said,
the food was so good.
Delicious.
And the server, like when she was there, it was super nice, really cute. You know, I don't know what she was busy doing, but yeah, it did take a long time to get refills. Thank goodness we both got 2 drinks, because I always get like water and then something fun. So I'm glad, because otherwise we would have been
parched.
So parched. But yeah, food was really good. We got free ice cream.
There was ice cream at the end. We didn't take a video of the ice cream, but it was good.
It was just regular ice cream, but it came in a cute bowl.
I got rainbow sherbet. It was lesbian colored.
It was.
You got vanilla?
I just got vanilla. Yeah, the only options were something I've never heard of.
Oh, spumoni. It's kind of like Neapolitan, but like I think it's like pistachio, cherry, and chocolate.
Oh my God.
It's like Italian.
Felix would love that. And then vanilla and rainbow sherbet. Yeah, really good time. Now it took so long that I have to take Jacob back home and then drive home.
It's snap time.
But it was really, really good. Highly recommended from us. Yeah. Oh, I ended up getting garlic shrimp. I don't know if I said that, because they were out of the Tuscan chicken.
Oh, Alfredo. Garlic shrimp Alfredo.
Garlic shrimp Alfredo.
Oh.
Don't listen to how long that took.
I don't know.
Okay, that was it. We had a lot of fun. I knew this video was going to be kind of on the shorter end. I mean, shorter for us, like 20 something minutes probably, just because it was my first time doing local tourist diaries, and when you're having fun with your friends, I don't want to be like, can you stop talking so I can film really fast? So I usually just use a lot of B-roll when I'm with friends. But I had so much fun. I hope that if you're anywhere near Corvallis, you saw some places maybe you'd want to stop by, especially So It Seems. One of my new favorite little quilt shops. I want to take a class from them. I think she said the person who I talked to isn't the person who owns it. She's just like an employee. I think she said it's only $45. And I know you have to bring your own machine. And I think possibly your own materials. But I don't remember. I'm going to look into it though, because I am trying to take more in-person classes. But I can't really commit to like like taking a class at the community college where it's like twice a week, you know what I mean? So what's nice about classes like that is it's usually just like one class. Like you show up for like 6 hours one day and then that's it. So, and you get to learn a new technique. So that's exciting. Oh my God, and then the food was so good. I know we already said that, but it was so good. I haven't stopped thinking about it. It was so good. It's a cute little college town. Oregon State University is there, so it was like a lot of college kids walking around. Not like crazy busy anywhere we went. And that was a Saturday, so, you know, maybe we just looked out, or maybe there was a game that day. I don't know, but yeah, it really wasn't, like there were certainly people in most of the places we went, but none of them were like packed. So that was kind of nice. I was kind of expecting it to be kind of cuckoo bananas. The next local tourist diaries that I'm doing is going to be in Eugene with my friend Ash. I'm so excited. It should be coming out probably not much more than like a week or two from now. So excited about that. If there's anywhere else kind of near-ish within like a few hours of Salem, Oregon that you're like, oh, there's like tons of cute little shops in this town, please let me know. I love doing stuff like that, especially if we went like as a family, just like one night, stayed in a like cheapy little motel and did a couple things. I would love that. So yeah, please let me know if there's any you'd like to see, any you'd like to recommend. I realized I didn't film an actual haul of the stuff that I got. I did show a couple of things, but just, you know, full and final haul. I got jalapeno jelly, which I talked about. It's in the kitchen and I'm not gonna go grab it. It looks like jalapeno jelly. And then I got those pastries for Felix, which were eaten the minute I got home. They love, it's Two Sisters Bakery is the name of we call them like the vegan pastry girlies, but Two Sisters Bakery is the name of it. I don't think they have like a brick and mortar store, at least not that they've ever mentioned in the zillions of times that I have talked to them at the farmer's market, but they are always at the Salem farmer's market and we always buy at least 2 pastries and sometimes as many as 6. And I've also gotten their bagels, which are so good. And then otherwise, this is my teeny tiny little haul. I didn't get very much. I was trying to not spend much because I'm trying to go to QuiltCon next February, and so I'm really trying to pare down spending. Not that I'm like a crazy spender anyway, but I have a bad habit. I've talked about this before. I have a bad habit of being like, well, this is only $3 and getting like, you know, extra cold foam on my coffee when I get fun coffee, or getting fun coffee at all when I have the ingredients to make perfectly fine coffee at home. So the past like month or so, I've been extra trying to pay attention to things like that. So I didn't buy very much. But as like a crafter, I am always looking for fabric at thrift stores, and the nature of thrift stores is that it's not always going to be there. So if it's something that really speaks to you, you have to get it then. First, at the antique store, I got 2 VHSs. The first one is Rushmore, which is a Wes Anderson film that Felix really likes. So I got it for them as a little treat. Then, if you haven't seen this, this is by Rankin and Bass, the same Rankin and Bass who do all of the claymation Christmas movies. A cartoon Lord of the Rings. No, this must be The Hobbit, right? I get them confused. I gotta be honest, I really can't tell from this. I don't remember which story it is, but anyway, it's a cartoon version. And Felix and their family watched it when they were growing up, and now we have it on VHS, which is incredible. I love having stuff on VHS. I love watching things on our VHS player. Then, you guys saw this, but I did want to include it because it is part of the haul. I got a little triangle ruler from So It Seems, and 2 little things of fabric. I've actually already used this one for something since I filmed all of that stuff on Saturday. Today's Tuesday. I already made something very small with this rainbowy, checkered-y, not checkered, like gingham maybe? I don't even know. And then I also got this little checkered fun bit that I have plans for. But at the thrift store, this is where I really lucked out. So first, just like a plain green gingham, anytime I find anything like this, I buy it, I use it for linings of bags, because I feel like it's perfect because it is interesting, but not overpowering. And also now that I'm getting into quilting, I find that it's been really good for teeny tiny quilt pieces to use ginghams, because again, they like are a pattern that's interesting, but they're not overwhelming. They're not the star of the show, you know what I mean? And then 2 incredible pieces of fabric that I think total at that thrift store I spent maybe $8, but less than 10 because I gave them a 10 and got change. Vintage, like 70s colors, if not from the 70s. School fabric? I'm sorry, that's so freaking cute. It's also, does it still say on here how much it is? It's a whole yard. Okay. Yeah, really, I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. I think I'm gonna, at the very least, make pants for my toddler. Possibly also a little bag for him. I don't know. And then this is only like 3 scenes. It's not very much. I only paid like $1.50 for it, I think. The Flintstones. I'm assuming this was probably a bed sheet, if I had to guess, that got used for something else. I don't know. I guess it has like a little selvage on the bottom. So it must be actual fabric? No idea. But if I know anyone who's really into the Flintstones, I could make one of my little quilted bags very easily out of this. That's our haul. And to close out the video, I just want to chat a little bit about finding friendship in adulthood. This is something that I am really passionate about. I talk about it a lot. I am a Leo, and I don't know if I am a big believer in astrology the way that some people are, but I can attest to the fact that I do share a lot of traits that astrology says a Leo has. Most of them being like wanting to be on stage, loving attention, things like that. But also I am really extroverted, and in my opinion, the biggest definition of my personal extrovertedness is that I get a lot of energy from people, and especially from friends. So I've always been the kind of person who has like a really close circle of friends that I talk to all the time. Then like probably second tier friends who I still talk to pretty often. Then I genuinely love hanging out with acquaintances, people I haven't hung out with much. I love texting them being like, hey, I'm going thrifting in this place in a couple hours. Did you want to meet me there? I know you live on that side of town. And then I also love meeting new people. So, and I've always been that way, with the exception of when I was pregnant. I have also talked about this a couple times, so I won't go into a ton of detail, but that was probably, aside from like the physical changes and pains and nauseousness that comes with being pregnant, the biggest thing I would say that I struggled with was that during that time and directly after, I wasn't extroverted at all. I only wanted to be home. I was so like anxious to be out, but also just like uncomfortable being out, and that is like, I never experienced that, and I was really nervous that it would stick around postpartum and that I had been like changed forever. And that's not true. It did eventually pass, and I'm really excited to be back to myself, and it's just something that I'll know going into my second pregnancy next year or the year after that it's something I need to maybe prepare for. But who knows, every pregnancy is very different, so I don't know if that'll happen. But anyway, all that to say, I really genuinely love spending, especially one-on-one time, like with friends. I love catching up, gossiping, discussing everything around us, talking about our dreams from childhood, you know, like everything. And I also love hanging out in big group settings, but this in particular was really fun because Jacob and I feel like have a, I don't know, like a really specific relationship. We are both plus size, so there's that. We also both have religious trauma from growing up in the church and being very devoted to the church in our childhood. So it was really rewarding, so wonderful to hang out with him, especially in a place that I haven't spent a ton of time in, and he has. I feel like constantly people are asking, like, how do you guys have so many friends? Like, how were you able to make friends in adulthood? Like, can you give me any advice? And I said this actually not that many videos ago, but the biggest advice that I can give is that you're gonna feel kind of like a weirdo at the beginning. You're gonna feel uncomfortable. The same way you feel uncomfortable on first dates. That's what creating friendships is. It is dating. You're going on dates. Not to necessarily kiss at the end, but that is what it is. You're like, you know, what's your childhood like? I know that there are also apps. I haven't used any of them, but I know there are also friendship apps, and I have friends that I met other ways who have met friends through like friendship apps. Some of the ways that I have made my best friends that I've made in the last few years is going to the library, number one, especially like meeting other mom friends at the library, and then meeting that person's friends by being like, oh, what do you guys do with your toddler? Oh, you go to this park at this time? I could be there, like I can do that. And it was kind of weird at first to be like, I guess I'll show up to this person's house that I don't know that well, but it was worth it. It's almost always worth it. You're gonna be uncomfortable. You're gonna be uncomfortable. That is the price of making friends. Secondarily, I know a lot of us have friends online, and I think that is also very, very important. But I am begging some of you, not everyone, if this advice isn't for you, you don't have to take it, to make friends in person. There is something so special that happens when you are in the same room as someone, even if you're not necessarily doing the same thing. Like parallel play also exists for adults. You know, you can go to someone's house or to a coffee shop or to the thrift store and not even talk that much and still have a good time. I think also don't be afraid to go to things by yourself. You might meet friends there. So we've had quite a few people make other friends at like the plus size swap at Sunny's house. I've seen other people make friends at the library. I've seen other people like, at Greenhouse actually, not with Jacob, but the last time I went, I saw 2 people who were meeting up for the first time becoming friends. They were like, oh, are you Sarah or whatever? And it's like, oh yeah. And they're like, oh, great. And I don't remember I could overhear part of the conversation. And I don't remember what it was specifically that I heard that made me think it was like a friend date and not like a date. But anyway, like, you know, they were meeting up for the first time and I hope that they're still friends wherever they are. That's all I've got for you today. I hope that it brought you a little bit of calmness to your day. I hope that you're walking away from this thinking, I love friendship. I love friends. I'm gonna text my friends right now and see what we can do soon. A lot's going on right now and the world is so scary. But you are so lovely, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that your day is going pretty well, and if it's not, I hope it gets better. Okay, I love you guys so much. Enjoy the bloopers. Goodbye. Okay, I just watched it back. Clearly you can't see me super well. Sorry, I don't know where the tripod is, so you're just sitting on a windowsill. Sorry, a woman's job is never done. Oh my God, sorry. Horrible noise. Hopefully you can see us. Whose stupid song is that?
It's Taylor Swift.
I keep sticking
Fate of
my
Ophelia.
head.
It's an earworm. I'll give her that.
Okay, yeah,
Lyrically, it's terrible, but
well,
it is
that's not
catchy.
surprising.
Well,
Anyway, Taylor Swift, if you're watching this,
she's gonna see this and sue you.
she's gonna see this.